we do?
Your father trusts me. And I need you to trust me too. And do exactly as I say.
I gotta be honest, I've got no idea what I'm doing.
I'm gonna get you home safe.
Honestly, yeah, is it weird that I genuinely don't remember rescuing Ashley? How did this happen?
It's past your curfew, young lady.
Okay, Ashley, this is a sneaking mission now.
All right. Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay.
This mission will be on-site procurement, Ashley.
OSPA?
Yeah, well, you know how much the military likes their acronyms.
First off, there is this yellow diamond in here in the room that Ashley was, captive in. So let's just make sure we grab that.
Oh yeah, I forgot we got the Red 9 last video.
Yes, we did.
I was about to say, that seems unwise.
Yeah, I don't know if you can make that shot. It caught my eye. Anyway, just gonna re-examine the phone again real quick for some dialogue.
You know, you could get her a new phone, but you could never get back those stickers. Some things are lost forever.
Get the ladder.
I'm sure her sorority can print more.
Okay.
But it'll never be those particular stickers. They'll just be copies.
Yeah, when she says, seriously, I just got this, she means the stickers.
Yeah.
What do we do? There's no way out.
Her phone is really just an electronic slab that's an excuse to put stickers on it.
A sticker delivery method.
Ah. Also, we got some attachable mines now for the bolt thrower, which I have apparently just realized that I never actually put on the hotbar.
You had a lot of knives.
Yes, I picked up a lot of disposable knives. Once you have the attachable mines, you can press L3 while aiming to attach them and detach them.
Bootleg mine thrower. Mine launcher.
It's okay, I've got you. Hey, trust me.
Thanks.
So it's a small detail, but I do really like that Ashley has to be coached into learning how to do that in the remake.
Roost, I've secured Baby Eagle.
Copy that. Is she okay?
Affirmative.
Well done, Condor 1.
Well, she's traumatized, but I'm sure the government could pay for the next 20 years of her therapy.
Coordinates for the extraction point. Make your way there, and don't let anything happen to Baby Eagle.
Copy that.
Hurry. The weather is getting worse. Roost out.
Let's get this out of the way and make our way out.
You can't lift heavy bookcases while you're on the call. It's rude.
It really is. Okay, so we can have Ashley follow closely behind us or at a distance. I don't know if I've ever found a good use for the loose formation, but it exists, I guess.
Loose is
That
best for like
preview-
open areas.
That little preview is honestly not a very good demonstrator.
Yeah.
No, not in the slightest.
Because he tells her to hang back, and then she just stays there.
Like right in the face of a Wiggly.
They're coming, get behind me.
I think the general idea is they wanted you to tell her to stay far away if you're gonna do combat, and if you're gonna run through things, you tell her to stay close.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. In the original game, she would only ever follow close behind, or you could just tell her to just wait at like wherever you tell her to wait. So this time around, she's always in pursuit. Well, in pursuit's a weird way of putting it, but you know what I mean. By the way, we're escorting Ashley now, so we do have to make sure she's, you know, not carried away.
Captured Ashley has like the same sort of cadence as Punished Snake.
We're actually escorting Ashley away from all the tutorials.
You okay?
Okay. Here's another new change for the remake as well. Ashley no longer has a health bar. Instead, she has basically 2 hit points. If she gets hit once, she'll be incapacitated, and you can just pick her up to carry on. But if she's hit again without you picking her up, that's game over.
She is also normally invulnerable, but if she's being attacked by an enemy or picked up and you shoot her by accident, then that takes away one of her hit points.
Yeah, so do be careful when escorting Ashley.
It's basically a compromise between what the original game did and like the trend of invincible escort NPCs from games in the 2010s like The Last of Us and BioShock Infinite, where they were basically escorting you.
Yeah, I do appreciate that. Like, it still feels like you're escorting Ashley.
No, I'm okay.
It is also a lot easier to manage than the original Resident Evil 4. But yeah, that was the first major encounter. That went a little more poorly than I was hoping, because I was trying to do that stealthily. I genuinely wanted to like let that guy go into the church so I could like stick a mine onto him.
In the original, there is a special encounter if you're stupid enough to go back into the church. That gives you a small preview of an enemy type in the next area.
I've never considered going back into the church in the original game.
Because why would you? It's given how the cutscene worked at the end of the previous chapter, only an idiot like me would want to go back into the church.
You gotta stop doing this to us. Telling us new things.
It's reverse psychology. There are things I don't want you to do. Or do I?
Meanwhile, I just want the stupid bottle to explode.
There
Thank you.
we go.
It's fine. I have... Holy shit, how do I have 70 extra rounds?
I mean, that was a pretty shotgun-heavy altercation earlier.
I guess so.
Just choosing the absolute worst point to defend.
I have something I think you like.
You know, as much dialogue as the merchant has for extra things, I am kind of disappointed that he doesn't react to Ashley at all.
And vice versa.
A deal well struck.
I don't know, maybe their voice actors had like a beef in the past and it was in their contracts that they couldn't work with each other.
Come back anytime.
Man, that's just straight up unprofessional. Okay, so new side quest over at the Manor to go put down a put down a wild mutt, or sorry, a savage mutt.
Like a
Actually, you know what? The game used both.
It's dangerous. Stay close.
Well, that's why you want to hunt it down. It can't decide between the two.
Can we take a break?
Sorry, we need to keep moving.
Got it.
Hey, Ashley, check out this skull.
Shut up, kid. Bury your feelings. You'll deal with them later when you're 60. Sorry, you were saying something?
I said, hey, Ashley, check out this skull.
With the change to Ashley's health in the remake,
Flanagan was right about the weather.
I do think it's worth mentioning that in the original game, like, Ashley had her own full-on health bar just like Leon. and you could upgrade it the same way as Leon with yellow herbs. You also did have to manage her health, and if she ever took damage, you'd have to like give her an egg or some herbs or something.
And that only really applied to enemies. If you attacked Ashley in any way, even if it was like a single TMP round to the toe, she would die instantly.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's rather unfortunate. I also totally did not notice this lady coming in.
Yeah, that got me the first time as well. So I think that the way that determining what enemies become plagas, I think it kind of works like it does in the original, where each time you load in the map, certain enemies have a random chance of becoming plagas, and while others are scripted.
I thought you were gonna tell us that there was a tell for which enemies would transform.
In the original, there is.
Wait, there is?
Well, it's like the tell only lasts like a second or two, but their heads will always explode even if you don't shoot them in the head. And if that happens, they are absolutely going to become plagas. Nothing you can do about that.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant that I thought there was gonna be like a tell no,
not like when you enter a room. No. Aside from knowing which ones will always turn into plagas, which is just memorization.
Right.
I have seen many players in the original who seem to think, the way that I did the first couple times I played it, that enemies would only become plagas if they get shot in the head, and then there's some disconnect when the killing blow is at a different part of the body, and they claim that, I wasn't aiming for the head that time, but no, it's just the game not communicating that very well.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks.
Anyway, now that we've got Ashley with us, we can go into this barn here by giving her a boost in through the window. There will be a bunch of treasures where we will need Ashley's assistance to claim. Okay, so the way out is past the is up north by past the farm. But we should probably go check on the manor, go deal with that dog.
Ooh, nice bonus shells.
Yeah, that's what, a 33% bonus?
Is that a thing in 8 as well? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't recall that being a thing.
I mean, with Village, like, you are just positively swimming in ammo, so I don't think you really needed the crafting bonus.
Leon just becomes so good at crafting that he causes extra ammunition to materialize out of thin air.
I believe it. Also, I think this is about the time when I was recording when like you were telling me, Tem, that like enemy detection is based purely on vision and not sound.
It is, and on aggro if an enemy sees you.
Well, yeah, that too. But yeah, I have run up and stabbed at least 2 villagers in the neck now.
Yeah, you can sprint, and it doesn't matter as long as they don't see you. I'm also glad they got rid of the extra bear traps that were in the original.
Right, no one's taking up shelter in this shack. Let's check for treasure. Nope, we're good.
We found
on.
the last Radio Shack.
Go home.
Alright. So, this is actually the first time I'd ever actually done this side quest, so I do take things a little slower here than I usually would, just because I didn't actually know how this trigger happened or where it happened. Because it just looks like it's inside the manor, so...
Oh, you had the same problem I did. I'm glad to hear it wasn't just me.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say this up front. You are not gonna be fighting this dog inside the manor. I actually completely forget if there is an enemy in the manor right now.
just constantly checking. I'm right under the icon. Where's the dog?
Yeah, like I don't think this icon is very well communicated, or communicates very well, like, what is going on with this side quest?
Although there is something here you can do now, now that you've got a presidential daughter tagging along.
Yeah, I will, we will be going upstairs shortly.
To any future supervillains who may be watching this, have you ever considered, like, capturing the vice president's daughter? No one seems to care about her.
No dogs in the toilet. Although it is the dog's, like, favorite source of water, so I can't blame you for checking. No dogs in the bedroom.
It would have been really funny if there was another attack by Mendez if you brought Ashley back here.
You know what? That would have been pretty funny.
Wait, right. Did we ever establish Torres Mendez's name in the remake? Or at least like at this point of it?
I don't know. Anyway, welcome to the Manor attic. Bunch of goodies to be had up here. A whole yellow herb.
There's a Castellan in this attic. It was the last one. I think last or second last one that I found.
This one took me like 5 minutes to find.
Oh yeah.
Just 5 minutes of like creaking and clicking, just driving me nuts.
Where is it? Yeah, it's real sneaky.
Yeah, so we can get a little bit of a picture of like what the village was like before it became what it is today.
And I can't wait to read the village records from the gym teacher.
That would be the locale from chapter 2, I think?
Well, it won't matter in the end. The only two words I need to remember are itchy and tasty. Murmurs of a madness, also known as disco fever.
Oh no.
Oh hell yeah, sweet camera.
Yeah, so
yes,
the
threaten
resident
us
of the
with
manor
that camera.
Say cheese. The resident of the manor here seems to have been into photography.
And this is the Navarro family. And something that was only brought up in the promotional material for this game, and I don't think is ever said in the actual game itself, is that Luis's name has been changed. It is no longer Sarah, it is Sarah Navarro.
Somehow
that young boy is Luis.
Somehow I forgot that he wasn't a Navarro in the original game.
Yeah, I only ever knew him as Luis Serra, so this is news to me.
Yeah, it was a change for the remake. And there's the dog.
Right.
And this is
So,
the
yeah,
problem
when-
that I had. Somehow I missed this. This is a scripted event that's supposed to lead you back to the village. Somehow I didn't see that. And then I spent another 20 minutes wandering around the manor because the objective marker is still back at the house.
Huh. That's weird.
This was definitely one incident where they should have taken control of the camera away from you and said, hey, it's that dog.
Yeah, probably.
Hold up, is that water flowing up the incline?
Don't worry about it.
I thought they fixed the water.
Wow, the Wii U Miiverse water guy is gonna have something to say about that.
I forget if we've mentioned it or not, but one of the things about the bolts thrower ammo is that you can pick up the bolts after they've been shot, I guess?
After they've been thrown.
Yeah, same goes with the regular bolts, that you can pick up any bolts that you've used on a regular enemy once they die.
Yeah. This does not apply if you have attached a mine to a bolt and it has exploded.
Well, that seems perfectly reasonable, I think.
Yeah, I would hope that we don't need to explain why that's the case.
Oh god, too much beeping.
You can never have too much beeping.
It's just not possible.
Oh, for a second I didn't realize what you were doing and I thought you were going to throw an egg at him.
No, I don't think I have any more eggs.
Ashley
Gotta save
demanding
him for a side quest much later in the game.
Ashley demanding a warning for the grenade is pretty funny. You just saw a couple of bolts explode. You should be
Target neutralized.
wary of explosions.
Yeah.
Whoa! Wow, that jar was on the move. Tell me you saw that.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not sure if Leon can, actually, no, I'm pretty sure Leon can detonate the mines too if you just walk over them. So, do be careful. I'm not sure you take damage from it, but...
I thought you were going to say if you shoot them. And you know what? I'm not sure, actually.
I want to say the answer is yeah, that'll probably blow them up, but I've also never tried that.
Oh, I heard an enemy behind you. Spawning in, I think.
Got it.
Somewhere.
It's so glad that even though the accents now are appropriate to the region, they still kept the lines word for word from the original.
Oh, hello.
Leon, that's not how you give a haircut. Try again.
No, he's starting with the beard. Leon's just really not a fan of neck beards.
I can't blame
I
him.
knew I liked Leon for a reason. Oh, right in the anus. Did you really have to do that?
Look, he's going wiggly on me. I'm gonna show no mercy.
Give a content warning next time.
Poor
Man,
villager.
there's a content warning at the top of the thread.
Poor
Do I really
villager.
need to give another one?
Poor villager
You
being
mean the
given
thread
a
that you've definitely posted already that I'm looking through right now?
Seriously, this can't be happening.
I hear a lot of grumbling over there.
That's because there's a lot of guys over here. He stared at me too long. I couldn't stealth stab him. Damn.
Leon did not react well to losing that staring contest.
Oh, you should be... Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it usually takes me like a second or two to realize that someone's turning into a broken
dear,
neck.
I forgot that there was one of the pighead guys here.
Yeah, I forgot too. And I just edited this like a week ago. Here you go. I should probably do something about the guy behind me too.
Nice combo, at least.
Watch out!
That guy on the right is just really impressed. He decided to wait to see how things turned out.
Just gonna take care of him.
Ooh,
I'm
combo
pretty sure
breaker.
that animation there is what happens if I think you parry a bit too early. Like, it won't give you a stun.
You okay?
Yeah, that... It comes off more as a block than a parry.
And speaking of the parry, I recently heard tell of a mod that adds the parrying into the original Resident Evil 4. Which, I am very much looking forward to checking that out when I get the chance.
Yeah, that sounds kind of interesting, honestly. Right, now that we've cleared the immediate area out of enemies, let's keep going. Got some crafting materials.
Check out that fast travel point.
Yeah, we should probably head up the waypoint too. Might as well since it's right here. This, I believe, is also the last way shrine to open.
I found another site of grace. Good for you.
Sweet pipe. Something about that map makes it feel a lot bigger than the original.
I'm gonna say it's the fact that it's all interconnected.
Job well done.
Yeah.
Deserves payment in kind.
I'm so glad they put a merchant just before the next sequence, because there was no merchant there in the original, and essentially the point of that whole escort sequence as it existed in the previous game was to drain your resources so you'd be more on edge during this next part.
Yeah, this next bit is
Once in a while.
gonna be pretty tense.
Dazzled, are you? Our craftsmanship got us. Might want to take care of any leftover errands before going this way. Be ashamed to live the rest of your life wondering, what if? Am I right?
This bloke I knew told me about something called a point of no return. Maybe you should consider doing what you need before crossing it, eh?
Yep, that's basically it. The merchant will tell you now if you're about to hit a point of no return. So here's your last chance to go clean up some village side quests or clean up all the treasures. I could not find a small key, so we're just gonna have to leave that locked door in the village alone.
Rip.
Oh
I'm
well.
gonna redo the entire LP.
Something fun I discovered is you may notice the villagers yell before you get the cutscene trigger. You can actually turn around and kill a couple of them before moving on.
Oh, nice!
That's
try
pretty
that.
great.
You.
Hey, listen, about earlier.
Yeah, about that.
Hey, I see you found your missing señorita.
Senorita has a name and it's Ashley. You are?
Name's Luis. Encantado.
Great. We all have names. Now then. Who are you? And what are you doing here?
Very good questions, unfortunately.
Hide, now.
In that case, here, help me.
Ashley, quick! Over here.
Okay. It's game time.
All right, time for the cabin defense sequence.
Which this game stole shamelessly from the cabin in the snow sequence from Resident Evil 6 in Jake and Sherry's campaign.
Done warming up? Hope you stretched.
Okay, so first off, the wooden boards that are taken straight from the RPD in Resident Evil 2 remake, those are new to the RE4 remake, or at least this iteration of the cabin. So you can board up windows to make it to lighten the pressure a little bit, because otherwise you're fighting off hordes from like 3 different angles.
There is in fact an achievement for doing this sequence without using any of the wooden boards, which for some stupid reason I decided to do on my hardcore playthrough. I don't recommend it.
That sounds awful. Why would you do that to yourself?
Well, so I wanted to do the rest of the achievements that I missed on a single run on my second playthrough.
Yeah, doing this on hardcore with the wooden planks was bad enough. Took me like 10 tries, I think.
And here's that push I was talking about a few videos ago. Great for lining up enemy attacks.
Right. Also, there's a slight change to what Ashley's doing for this whole sequence. In the original game, she would just hide in a wardrobe that's upstairs. Now she's actively doing something.
Yeah. In the original, she might as well not exist. Not possible to kill her, and she's completely out of the way.
Yeah.
Although it was possible to kill Luis in the original, which you cannot do. He is invincible. There's even a special game over sequence. If you killed Luis too many times, he'd shoot you.
Time to shine. Not bad.
So maybe I missed it somehow in like my 3 playthroughs of what is Ashley doing?
Yeah, I don't know
We'll come
either.
back to that. We'll come back to that.
I was actually confusing it with a sequence much later in the game where Ashley definitely does something.
In any case, enemies can drop the more wooden boards for you, so keep an eye out for that.
Give me a break already.
I also like how the architecture of this cabin was changed in order to make one of the main cheesing methods for the first phase of this fight, which was that you could funnel all of the enemies onto the staircase leading to the second floor, and basically stay there until the next phase.
Why have I never thought to do that?
To be fair, doing that means you don't get to collect their stuff.
Yeah.
At least not as easily.
That's true as well.
It's also super lame, which is why I use it every time I go through that sequence.
I think when I was recording like the footage of the original game for this LP, I ended up doing the sequence a couple times because I kept getting overwhelmed. All right, they brought out some ladders. Time to move the party upstairs.
Let's go upstairs.
And of course, there's also that extra staircase in the middle, or sorry, the ladder in the middle, that both enemies and you can climb.
I've been waiting, hero boy.
Where are you, Luis? Because I thought we went up first.
Well, I mean, not everyone is born with equally good AI scripting.
Oh, I've never gone outside that little doorway.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was, and then I realized, oh, that's just a funnel point for more dudes.
There's also
let's
a
stay
ladder
in the
there.
cabin. Naturally.
Though I think the ladder doesn't appear until the final phase of this fight.
Do something, would ya?
There, you
There,
happy?
does that count as something, Luis? Are you satisfied? Oh, I didn't realize that the window for repairing, I always thought it was more meant to be in front of you only, but it does seem like there's some leeway.
Yeah, just a little bit.
You definitely can't parry from behind. I've tried that.
Okay, so once once Pig heads up here, the fight starts winding down. Like, this is basically the last push. So Pighead here is the reason why I made all these flash grenades, not so much for the Plagas downstairs.
I do appreciate that the Ganados apparently brought an entire choir with them. They've really got a great flair for the dramatic.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, a couple of QTs like that, and you can take him down without much trouble. Anyway, this is what she's been doing. She's been finding us an escape route.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That counts. I didn't consider that.
Yeah,
is
the
that off
original,
screen, or is it, or does she have actual pathing during that sequence?
I don't think she has an actual like pathing. I think that it just happens. It's just kind of a minor change but it does give her agency throughout the whole fight, and I do like that.
Oh, what agent did she use?
Ashley.
What's happening to me?
Also, I also like that they rewrote the fight to basically end with them making a desperate break at the end rather than actually overcoming everything.
It's caused by something called plaga. Okay. You saw those people, right? But you have the same thing inside you.
Same blood.
That. This, what you're experiencing, these symptoms, they're only the beginning.
I don't want to become like them.
You are, well, lucky. You see, at this
Hey,
early
Leon,
stage
have you ever
of
heard of something called sheeple?
It is possible
That is what they are.
with the surgical procedure. And all you need is some know-how. And oh yeah, the right equipment.
This sick bod.
Wait, you two?
No worries.
Quick, Leon, take your shirt off too.
Oh, normally you have to pay for that.
Great, we're partners then.
Hey, why are you...
No time for any questions. The clock is ticking.
Why are you helping us?
Because it makes me feel better. Let's leave it at that. I will contact you later.
And that's the end of the chapter.
I definitely appreciate the spin that the remake took on expanding the cabin fight a bit more and taking away some of the lamer tactics that you can employ.
Yeah, like I do like a lot of the changes that the remake makes to its set pieces. Like they're a lot of fun.